right, guys. I'm really all set up, just about, except for mixing my colors. Sorry, take my mask off. So today I am using Counterculture DIY artist resin, and this is the thin viscosity. This is like the red and orange and yellow. It's my first time using the thin viscosity. I've used the medium viscosity before. So as you can see, I have my clock base down. I have a coat of white acrylic, a coat of gesso, and 2 coats of the gold to get more coverage over the white. I'm gonna be laying down some crystals, so I didn't want the crystals to have the white base. I wanted it to have another color. So the colors I'm gonna be using today are the Naphthol Red Deep acrylic ink. I don't know if you, I have a thing down here that I'm mirroring, but I can't see that if you can see that or not. But anyways, it's by Amsterdam. I got it from Hobby Lobby. I am also going to be using the black acrylic ink by De La Rowney, I believe it is. There you go. It's just black acrylic ink. I think I got this one from Michael's. And then I'm going to be using gold. This Rust-Oleum metallic gold with the metallic top. Now, I bought that specifically to use that spray paint specifically to use, and then I found that the like the gilding paint kind of gives the same effect, but also the gilding paint is a lot more expensive. So I took my butt outside just now to make sure that I used the gold spray paint that I bought. I had been being lazy and just using the gilding paint when I got a whole can of the spray paint here. So I really don't, sorry, I'm mixing here. I don't think I'm gonna be needing a whole lot of gold, at least not this layer. I may layer some more on in the second layer. And I'm gonna be using a whole lot of black. I might even use like most of that for these Weedy Lips plates that I have over here. I wanna go ahead and get those poured and out the way, honestly. But I warmed up my resin this time a little bit, at least a little bit beforehand, and then a little bit afterhand. So I want to move fairly quickly, because I don't know. I know when you warm up your resin, it does decrease your working time. I just don't want this to get hard on me. I actually wasn't gonna do this today because I've had a migraine, and I was just trying to rest, and I just kept seeing this thing in my head, and so I was like, let me get up. It's not that bad right now. This is probably not gonna help at all. I'm gonna be real honest. But I just couldn't, I just kept seeing it, and I kept like thinking about it, and so I said, let me come pour it. If I mess it up, I can pour over it. That is the great thing about resin. So off screen, what I'm doing is just pouring the black into those trays that I dusted last time. They take about 3 ounces each, is what I figured out. So I think I got just that amount for both of them. Yep, sure did. Did pretty good with that. Proud of myself on that one. So that's that. All right. So now we're gonna basically pour the rest in here. The black in here. And if I have a little bit, I'm gonna leave a little bit of clear because you never know. You never know. Sorry, you're not seeing any of this right now. Because it's totally, I couldn't really get my whole table with this size of clock. Like the clock itself is barely in frame. So I had to pick my battles. I probably should have done that before I pressed start, but also, oh, wait a minute. I got a new, where did I get? Oh, I thought that came off. I guess it doesn't. I got a little embossing tool, heat tool. Oh, you can see me doing it a little bit. Just to help me with my bubbles some, instead of having to break out the big guns if I don't necessarily need to. Alrighty. But I will be breaking out the bigger gun, I guess. Ooh, that thing is smoking. I feel like that plastic thing is supposed to come off. I could be wrong. I am going to be bringing out my bigger one. I'm actually going to put this tool on there this time. Alrighty. So let's get the black mixed. Alrighty, so I got the black mixed, and we're gonna get the red. I want it to be pretty deep, solid red, so if I get what I want. I got all of these little sticks over here that I've used before. So here we go. These cups are warm. Okay, this is not giving me the red that I want. So I'm gonna drop a couple things of black in there to see if I can get it a little bit darker. This cup is a 1, so I think we gotta get moving. Alrighty, so I have decided a few places that I wanted some crystals on the clock. Oop, that ain't it. I don't want them at the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9, because I'm going to be putting some gold spray painted quartz crystals there, and so I don't want them to get hidden. But I think those are the 2 places. I think actually I wanted some here at the tip of this. So as you can see, I kind of mapped this out with a gold paint pen. May or may not follow that to the T. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I got some clear, this is just crushed glass that I got from, I believe, Amazon. No, I believe I got this crushed glass from somewhere else. I can't remember. I'll try to find it because what I got from Amazon, all of it had reflective backings, and I wanted some that didn't have reflective backings. So even though the black that I'm also adding to this has reflective backings, I wanted to have some just clear to pick up whatever. So here I am. Here it is, here it is. I feel like I gotta move a little bit quicker. Alrighty. So let's go with the black. We're gonna start with the black first. Blah, 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 blah. All right, I got a little bit more clear that I can Oh, it's picking up on those lines. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. All right, well, we can fix that, I guess. Alrighty. I didn't do that much gold, but I really want the gold next to the black, because the good thing about this gold is that I need to thin that line out a little bit. It ends up floating on top, and I love that effect about it. It looks so, I don't know, it just looks good. Ooh, not trying to get those thick lines there. Trying to cover up some of these lines. I tried to do these lines in pencil, but I guess I had so many layers of paint that it was not happening. I couldn't see anything, so I'm doing all of this, and then I'm gonna blow this around with the heat gun, so who knows what this is gonna look like in a minute. But I think I want the rest of this in black. And to think I thought I didn't have enough resin, or I was making too much resin. I didn't make enough. Yidey yidey. Okay, let's see. see already what this thin resin is already getting a little thick. Already. Alrighty. So let me pour this out. Try to fill in some of these gaps. Alrighty, let's get my paper going. Let's see. Flip this around because once it gets going, I can't. Alright, that's not working. There we go. Alrighty, so let's get some of these gaps in. This is going to be the first layer. Help the resin a little bit. Pick up some of these drips to help fill in. I'm already liking where this is going. It's looking good. Second layer, I'm gonna focus on, oh, what's down here is already pretty, pretty thick. But I am liking where this is going. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more depth to the red, so maybe try to get it a little bit more opaque, get some more gold lines in here, cover up the lines that are in there. Yeah, this is getting thick already, so it is self-leveling for the most part. But I like what the gold is doing. I think that we got all of the bare spots covered up for the most part. A little here. Yep. So yeah, so we will allow this to set up. And then we'll come back and Try to cover up some of these lines. Maybe not. I actually like them now that they're under there. I actually kind of like them. But maybe I'll try to follow them a little bit more. I do want to get maybe a little bit more black in, because that gold has taken over all of my black. So I'll maybe come and layer some black, you know, a little bit deeper red. Just, you know, work on giving it some depth. I didn't want too many crystals on here because it's the clock. I just wanted a little something. I may add a little bit more. I'll see. All depends on how I feel. But yeah, I am liking this. And I know resin, like I'll like something and then I'll come back in the morning and it's gone. Not gone. Wait, yeah, it's gone because it'll change. Resin just kind of does its own thing. Kind of taking some of this black and following these lines. Mainly because I see that over here and I actually kind of like it. I didn't do that on purpose. So now I am making art out of a molehill, I guess. But like I said, I might come back in the morning and that shit is gone. So I don't know. That little spot needs to get filled in there. Alright, so we can still see that gold under there, which is fine. But I got a little bit of gold left. I don't even know. I don't even know what I want to do. I'll pop some more of these air bubbles though. And this is not coming over the side as much, so definitely tomorrow, because I want the sides to be coated because they're pretty raw. I sanded them a little bit and I primed them a little bit, gosh, but I want them to be covered with resin and smooth. So I do have tape, like a tape skirt, and it's on like the very edge of the bottom of the wood round so that it can all fall down, and then I'll just kind of paint that thin line that'll be left. So yeah, I think we're done with what we got going on here, and I'm loving it so far. Like, I really like it. All right guys, I am hot now, and I'm gonna go lay down and hopefully my mind will rest a little bit.